What is fighting spirit? Anyone who has watched football has probably noticed one thing: the pressure of a match. Back and forth pressure. Let's say Team A is playing against Team B. In the beginning, Team A dominates and applies attacking pressure. Eventually, Team A scores a goal. After conceding, Team B starts fighting back with their own pressure. Now, Team A is on the receiving end. No matter how good a team is, once they score a goal, they often have to withstand the counter-pressure from the opponent. This is a common pattern in real football matches. Team B might equalize from this counter-pressure. Then the momentum shifts again, and Team A starts to push forward with their pressure. This back-and-forth dynamic is especially common when the two teams are closely matched. When there's a big skill gap, this happens less often. Why does this happen? This counter-pressure is a natural phenomenon caused by the release of adrenaline hormones. When people face pressure, excitement, or danger, adrenaline is released to help the body respond. Once adrenaline kicks in, the human body undergoes changes: faster heartbeat, increased blood pressure, faster blood flow to muscles and the brain, higher blood sugar levels, all of which temporarily enhance physical performance. You may be able to jump higher, lift more weight, or do things you normally couldn't. But this power surge is short-lived and fades once the situation is resolved. This explains why pressure fluctuates between teams in a football match. Aside from tactics, player quality, and formation, this adrenaline effect plays a part. You can observe this dynamic in eFootball as well. After you score a goal, the opposing team suddenly turns up the pressure. Even if you're up 2-0, they might come back strong and score equalizers or winning goals out of nowhere. Most eFootball players have probably experienced this. In real football, it's understandable because human players experience adrenaline highs and lows. But in eFootball, apart from the human-controlled player, the rest are AI. So how is it simulated? Konami already announced that they designed the game to closely resemble real-life football. In eFootball, this back-and-forth pressure is programmed. When two teams play, one starts as the aggressor, while the other defends. If the attacking team fails to score within their pressing window, the roles reverse. When this shift happens, your players might slow down, make mistakes, stop marking properly, and appear mentally shaken or less confident. Then the opponent gets their chance to press. Whether they score or not, eventually, the momentum swings back again. In these moments, your team needs a way to withstand the pressure. That's where the fighting spirit stat comes in. Shield. What is fighting spirit in eFootball? The fighting spirit stat helps players endure the effects of opponent pressure more effectively. Those with high fighting spirit can maintain their performance level even when stamina is low. Konami already explained this long ago. A player with strong abilities might become almost useless when their stamina drops to half or lower. They'll underperform. But if that player has high fighting spirit, their performance will remain relatively stable, even with low stamina. This makes fighting spirit an extremely important stat. Think about it. Your player may have top-tier abilities, but if they can't hold up under pressure or fatigue, they'll underdeliver when it matters most. Fighting spirit helps recover and sustain those abilities in such moments. This interpretation has been around since before eFootball 2026. Soccerball. What changed in eFootball 2026? In eFootball 2026, Konami stated that when your team is under pressure, players with high fighting spirit will maintain accurate passing and heading, effective dribbling, and strong ball control. Even when stamina is low, their performance remains close to normal. This trait can now be added to any player, regardless of position or playing style. Even goalkeepers can have it. Some famous GK cards already come with fighting spirit built in. Konami even listed fighting spirit among the selectable skills for goalkeepers. Why? Because you can't always rely solely on your keeper to save everything. Defense is a team effort. But when the last line of defense is needed, having a GK with high fighting spirit could make a difference. White heavy checkmark summary. What is fighting spirit? Fighting spirit is a stat in eFootball that allows a player to endure opponent pressure without dropping performance, maintain performance even when stamina is low, reduce the effects of momentum shifts or nervous behavior, deliver accurate passes, shots, and decisions during critical moments. It's especially crucial during PvP matches where momentum swings frequently. Players with this trait become more reliable under pressure, making it a valuable stat for both attackers and defenders, and even goalkeepers.